Dun, 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 dun. Okay. If you can hear me. Cool. I still have to fix a bunch of other things, because all of my stuff is gone now. Ba-dum-ba-dum. That was frustrating. Okay, now I need to fix, I need to fix this because this became small. Oh my god. Is it too loud? Oh wait, I can't even see you guys speaking. Oh god. Please forgive me. Sounds good. Komodo is amazing, awesome. Always is. Always is. It's pretty loud to me in my ears. So just let me know. I can turn it down. The mixer's working now. All I did was restart my computer. Reset my computer. Now I need my notes. Digimon World DS. Notes. This is a good game. A good game that I don't know how to play yet. Okay. Oh, it's happening again. Okay, so let me show you what I'm working with really quickly. Everything is set up now. These are my notes over here. If you want them, I will send them to you, but they're not like, they're not perfect yet. But here they are. I'm gonna be reading them. And I have the emulator here. Obviously, I'm using this version because this is what's allowed for speedrunning purposes. And my chat's here. It's kind of hard for me to read, but I'm gonna try my best. And also, I'm not as familiar with this game. So please bear with me if I'm missing more chat than usual. Let me turn this off. Oh god. Okay. What program do you use for stream chat? I struggle with mine a lot. I'm just using Streamlabs actually. I use Streamlabs for almost everything. DNSFK Law. Thank you so much for the follow. I was scared for a second because I thought you could have been a bot. But you're not, right? Are you a real person? Am I getting botted? Also, Walkbrass, thank you for the follow. It was probably earlier. I missed it. Okay. I am getting botted. Right? You guys are making me Monka S. I don't use Streamlabs anymore. I switched to Studio. Twitch Studio? Incraze, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. Always appreciated. We were doing Digimon World 3 speedruns earlier, but I had technical difficulties, so I had to stop the stream and do it again. It was weird. OBS Studio versus... Oh, I see. What is the Twitch one called again? Isn't it not called Twitch Studio? Oh, I still need to fix up other things, I just realized. World 3 speedruns are long. They are long. My run died to RNG, as always. I'm sad I missed Digimon World 3, but I like the art in Digimon World DS. Oh god. Sorry. I had to make sure voice mod was working. Okay. Okay. Watched Mentro in the past. Who's top 3? Yes. I was in the top 3 for World 3 until JMix PB'd. But big congrats to JMix. But yeah. World 3 is like my primary game. This game, I'm learning it more because since World 3 speedruns are so long, I can't commit the time to it throughout the week because I'm a teacher. And I still have to go to work every day. I wish I could dedicate more time to Digimon World 3 though. Yo, FaZe! Thank you so much for gifting a tier 1 sub. That's ridiculous. You don't need to do that, by the way. Did you know? Did you know you don't need to do that? But that is so kind of you, and I always appreciate it. I hope you know. If you're new, this is not incentive for you to donate or do anything, but I just want you to know that any revenue that the stream makes, whether it's from donations or ads or anything, goes back to my students. And you are a big runner of World 3. I'm not a big runner. But I'm surprised that we haven't run into each other just because I've been running World 3 for like the past year? A little more than a year. But I am by no means a big runner at all. I'm still trying to get sub 7. It was, H-Dot got a 6:38.08, so he is the world record holder now. And Mentro had his 6:38.28, and then JMix, I don't remember exactly down to the second, but I think his is 6:42, and then I have a 7:02. The top 3 before I started running was like 6:38.28. I don't remember the old second place, but Dessa was actually in 3rd place with a 7:08 or something like that. It's pretty interesting to see how it's evolved over the last year or so. With this game, do all runners use Guilmon still? Everyone that's been running the game recently has used Guilmon. That was so bad. Let me think. I think someone used Patamon just for the meme. But it wasn't, it was just someone that kind of randomly decided to run it out of nowhere, like I just happened to catch it. So super proud to have this VIP badge. Of course, man. Like, you're here all the time. And, are just super supportive and a great person. Like, you don't even have to support this channel for me to realize that you're a good person. When I started running the game, only the top 2 had used Guilmon, I think. Or it was, the top 3 places was Guilmon, Guilmon, Kotamon, so there was still a Kotamon sitting in 3rd place. But now, I think the first 4 places, because I'm 4th right now, are all Guilmon. I'm kind of sad though, because Kotamon could have stayed in the top 3 for longer. And then more people would probably be open to running it just because Kodamon is more sustainable. Gilmon's so reset heavy, and you really have to like the game to want to watch somebody reset all that time, or actually that's the only reason, I don't know. Or just really want to run the game in general. Absolutely terrible day. Dude, FaZe, I'm so sorry. If you need to vent about it, you can vent about it in the venting channel on our Discord if you want to. Or you can talk about it here, like I don't mind listening. Thank you, Ando. No problem. Again, I'm still in the learning process with this game, but I'm gonna try my best to learn it because this is literally half as long as Digimon World 3. I watch Digimon World streams mainly. That's awesome. I've been streaming Digimon World 3 for like over a year now. And I'm always so surprised to find more people that like Digimon World games. Especially World 3, because of how grindy it was. I feel like that turned a lot of people away from it. I love Digimon World 3 music and sound effects. The guy who did the sound effects and the music for Digimon World 3 did the sound effects for basically all of the Digimon games that we've ever had, and I think that's sick. They also did the music for Digimon World 4, I think, but it's weird because Digimon World 4 doesn't have, like, my favorite soundtrack. Sorry, I have to look at my notes. Dolly Llama. I love it. Thank you so much for the follow. Always appreciated, never require, but feel free to hang out with us as long as you want. Pog. 3's grind is so satisfying. Every battle getting a level up spoiled me. Spoiled you? Who were you fighting? I wish I got the level ups that I wanted. You guys are Pog. Thank you for the bless RNG. Honestly, I need the bless for me. Not so much the RNG, just because I just want to get better at understanding this game. And my movement, especially. The training gamble in World 3. It's so stupid because the first 3 circles are a 75% chance of success. And the last one is a 50-50. I used to think as a kid that if I mashed X or something that I would get all training success stuff, but that's just not the case. You can do it, I believe. Thank you, Igna. I'm hoping that I can do something. Do something with this. At this point, I think I just go here. Cool. Bless school. I need that. I think I need to make one of those. Instead of bless RNG, just bless my brain with being able to keep up with what I'm supposed to do. I felt very Hackermon. That sounds pretty Pog, though. I always had... I mean, it was more of a meme, but I always wanted to try getting Hack System from Digimon World 3 so that I could try to steal water, like an S power or something, but maybe someday, if I reach my sub 7 goal, I'll do it. Try to get Hack System and then try to get an S power. Yusuke, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. Feel free to hang out with us as long as you would like to. Oh god. I need to look at my notes. Asks a lot of questions. Where did you get that from? Hold B for Pokemon catches? I never did that, I would just pray. How safe is this run? I've never actually seen a World DS speedrun. It's a lot safer than a World 3 run. A hell of a lot safer, for sure. Again, World 3... I was streaming it before this, but I had a technical difficulty and I had to stop, so I could switch to this. And I think chat said I was streaming Digimon World 3 for 3 hours before I actually got a run. So I think I can pretty much get a run immediately with this, as long as I'm not stupid with the stuff I'm doing. I've already made some mistakes, but I'm just not as familiar with this game. In World 3, I have more room to make mistakes. I feel less inclined to be able to do that here. Because it's half as long. And also the movement, I need my movement to be really good in this game, because you get hella encounters. And I just need to know where to go, and I kind of know the first half of the game, sorta kinda, but I don't know the second half of the game at all. But the run's pretty safe because we have the dot Digimon that are already level 35s that pretty much one-shot everything. So we'll see. I hated Pack and Swamp in this game so much because of all the whirlpool stuff. Yeah, it was pretty annoying. I would 100% agree with you. 100% agree! I really like this game because of the plot. It has parallels to Digimon World 3, which is my favorite game ever. And I also like the art. It's super vibrant. Do I do this now? I guess I can do it later. I was gonna equip all of the ultimate gear and stuff that I have, but I'll do it later. Another game with this art style and gameplay. There are other games with this art style and gameplay that just never came to the States, and I can't play them because I don't remember. I can't read Japanese. Not as well as I think I can. But Digimon Lost Evolution, Digimon Cross Wars, Super Cross Wars, those are all games that we didn't get, that I wish we got so bad. There is a translation project for Lost Evolution though. I don't know about the Cross Wars games. Does this game have gate discs as an item? I don't even remember. I want to say yes, but I also just don't remember because I don't use them for what I'm doing. And the last time I played this game casually was a pretty long time ago, actually. So you guys are probably better experts at the game than I am at this point. I super miss the tappa 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 sounds from Digimon World 3. We're getting them! That's the sound. Oh wait, no, I know what you mean. The footstep sound. I like those sounds, yes. Poyomon. Please. Thank you. Fan translations. I thought I saw in the Digimon Discord community that Lost Evolution was still happening. Do you keep the dot Digimon? I do. I keep them for pretty much the whole game. Agumon at some point is going to become Metal Greymon instead, because I'll de-digivolve back to Koromon, and go through the regular Agumon Digivolution line. Because for almost all of the game, you use Falcomon for everything, hard carry. And then Metal Greymon eventually will become your hard carry Digimon. Yeah, I've already made mistakes. But it's okay. Cool. Great. Fantastic. Also, Aaron, I'm so sorry. I don't think I said thank you so much for the follow, but feel free to hang out with us as long as you want. I think I might have been in the middle of, like, explaining something. But I did see that you followed. Did not have to, but I appreciate you. Insta-rect. Pretty much, Falcomon is gonna insta-rec everything. In the beginning. My biggest challenge, honestly, is just gonna be remembering how to have good movement so I can not have as many encounters as somebody would if they were just moving around in like random, not straight lines kind of thing. Which I totally did, playing this game casually. Okay. Gabumon dropped something, and I went to go pick it up for them. And it turns out that Gabumon is in charge of one of the shops where I can buy some items. He's the weapons dude. I don't ever have to go talk to him though. I have to go talk to Wizardmon at some point to go get some stuff to heal my MP. That's pretty much it. There's not a lot of shopping in this game like there is in World 3. The World 3 shopping gets kind of complicated. And then you have to really keep track of your bits, and I'm not at a point where I'm doing that with this. But I probably will when I start looking at more of the details I should be looking at. But right now I'm just focused mostly on movement and remembering what's actually next in the plot. Beyblade? Did you guys like, Bakugan? I was gonna say Beat-a-Man. Wait. Do I go back to the farm? Because I don't remember. Yes. I need to change that in my notes. You hated Bakugan? I liked the toy. I thought the toy was cool. But the show, I don't know. Season 1 and Season 2? I don't really remember a lot of the show. Is it the same, like, protagonist in Season 2 that you see in Season 1? Bakugan Battle Brawlers. I thought it was cool. Excuse me. Okay. Now, at this point, Azulongmon told me that I had to go find a way to become a noble tamer or something, and the way that I'm gonna do that is by bringing Calamon a piece of cake. That's what I'm looking for right now. It's not too far away. The same for most of this series? Oh my god. There was this movie that I thought kind of sucked when I was a kid, but I had this very strange craving to watch it, and I did. It was the 2009 version of Astro Boy. And can someone tell me who did that? Like, who made it? Was it Japanese or was it American? The 2009 movie. Because I had been seeing this ad on Facebook for a Lupin the Third movie, and the animation reminds me of the Astro Boy movie from 2009 that had, like, Nicolas Cage as the voice of Dr. Tenma. It was super weird. All American. I love that movie so much. When I watched it again, now, as an adult, I was like, this isn't... I don't know why I thought this was cringe when I was a kid. I probably was only thinking that because other people thought it, and I decided to feel that way. But I kind of like it. I think I might watch it again when I go to sleep. I don't know why people didn't like it. The animation was really cool. But because of the animation that I saw with the Lupin the Third thing, produced by the Hong Kong-based company Imagi Animation Studios, who produced the Lupin the Third movie that I keep seeing on Facebook. My favorite piece of voice acting is from Mega Man 8. My favorite piece of voice acting is from... I don't know, let me think. In a game? Wow, that's hard. I don't know. You guys can tell me your favorites and maybe you'll give me some ideas, but I can't think of one that would be my favorite. What are some games that I like? I like Digimon World 3. There are no voices. Digimon World 1. There's not a lot of words to be spoken. I hated the voice acting in Digimon World Next Order. Specifically because of Machine Draymon. That's never how I've ever said that in my whole life. Machine Draymon? Because it's memorable for being bad. That's actually, I think, probably on the Watch Mojo. There's a Watch Mojo video of like worst voice acting in video games, and you can probably think of the #1 game. I don't know if it's right actually, but I'm gonna say it's probably Resident Evil. Jill Sandwich. What is that quote? You were almost a Jill sandwich. Something like that. Not bass. Bass? When I see that word, I say bass because I'm a percussionist, and to me that I would say bass, short for bass drum. Okay. Also, thinking about this game for a second, I need to go back to where I just was, and that Black Agumon essentially just told me he thinks I'm garbage and that I can't beat him, but I can. So I'm gonna go beat him to show him I can do it. And if I over-explain something, it's really for me more than it is. Not that it's not for you, but it's for me because it's helping me remember what I'm supposed to do so I can eventually be better at this game. Hate the Agumon Pogumon. Really? In the last few streams that I've had of this, we actually talked about how that was an arc that I liked in this game. I just like this game. What is that? It's Ando. Looney Tooney. I love it. Thank you so much for the follow. I super appreciate it. You are always welcome here. Feel free to hang out with us as long as you want. And jet out whenever you feel like you need to. Ando, what happened? What is this? Ooh. Okay, I will definitely need to look at that. You put it in the memes channel? Nice. Okay, we're gonna be there eventually. Nice. It surprised me that Pokemon segues into the end of the story, since it starts so early. You know what else is... I don't know. Something weird. I didn't understand the context, and maybe they can explain it to me at some point, or someone else can explain it to me, but this game was ran at something, at an event that was not GDQ, something else, like RPG Limit Break or something. And they only played up to Chimeramon, and I'm confusion by that. Because there's much more of the game. Not much more, but that's like half of the game. ESA. I don't know if it was for ESA. I don't know what it was for, but I just remember watching a run and they said, this is like the end of the game. But there's literally like 11 more splits after Chimeramon. Maybe it was just a time constraint kind of thing, but I don't know. I need to look at it again. I was gonna use it to reference something for the end, and then I realized, oh my god, you finished the game at Chimeramon. I'm confusion. Just gotta say, I love Digimon World Victory Fanfare for when there is a new follower. Me too! I just added that, like, today, because I had a dream, about Digimon, because of course I would. And then I heard the jingle in my head, in my dream head. And I was like, this is perfect. Why have I not done this? But I'm happy other people like it. How's everyone here feel about Survive? I am excited for Survive. I'm definitely gonna stream that and play it casually at first, but run it eventually. I have a lot of Digimon games that I want to run. I had practiced Digimon World any %, but it was just kind of boring to me. Not the game, but just the category I chose to do. Any % was not super fun to do. I think I would have a lot more enjoyment playing one of the legacy categories. Digimon World 2 I don't really have interest in running. Digimon World Next Order, and maybe redigitize, but I don't know. I'm down to be proven wrong. About what? What's happening? It doesn't look like my kind of game. I'm a little salty they tried hyping up new full-length Digimon game, making me think, oh boy, the next best adventure after Cyber Sleuth. And it's this weird thing. I've only played 2 tactic games. The first one was Final Fantasy Tactics. And then the second one was Bleach, the Third Phantom for the Nintendo DS. And I got super into it. Like, I did not think I would like games like that, but it proved me wrong, for sure. I actually really liked Third Phantom. I did too, also because I got to be my own person and interact with the Bleach characters that I liked. Bleach on the DS was pretty fun. Bleach the Third Phantom was my favorite by far because I think the other ones were just like mission-based fighting, kind of like, what's that, Naruto Ninja Cancel games? I was big into the Naruto Ninja Cancel games. And then I realized it was just fighting games with, like, hints of, plot. Why am I here? I need to talk to this girl about the missing person. That's right, the girl. Oh my god, no, please! I clicked out of my emulator and then it wasn't an active window anymore. I've never been disappointed with Digimon's attempt at other genres, except kart racing. I never got to play the Digimon kart racing game. Oh, Palmon. Palmon! I tried playing it on an emulator on my phone, but the game just wouldn't work for some reason. I love the aesthetic of this game. Me too. I wish there were more Digimon DS games. Well, there were, but we didn't get them. Now I need to go to Steamy Jungle. Did I click the right place? Yes. Okay. I promise I'll re-chat again. The phone itself or the game? I think it was the game, because I could play other Game Boy games. Like I was playing Sonic Advance 3, I was playing the Avatar The Last Airbender game. If they will allow DS games on the Switch one day, that would be super pog. Omega super pog, actually. I love DS games. Can I run away from this? Thanks, thanks. Nice. Up this vine. Cool. I feel mostly good about my movement here. I'm really worried about the stuff for the second half of the game because it's been so long since I've played this casually. I'm tempted to say the DS Lite is the best console ever? The DS Lite. I think I had just about every version of the DS. Except when they started with, when they released the 3DS. I don't think I had anything newer than a 3DS, if there was newer stuff, but there was. Wasn't there? There was like the flat one. What is that called? The 2DS? I never had that. But I did have the original Nintendo DS. I got Nintendogs on it. And then I had Yu-Gi-Oh! Nightmare Troubadour, which I also want to speedrun. But I don't know about that one. That one's a little monka. And then I got Digimon World DS shortly after that. I pre-ordered it from Walmart. But I love this game. I was so excited to have a Digimon game on that DS. DS Lite is real good. My DS Lite has, thank you so much for the follow. Sorry, I was thinking about my movement, but you are always welcome here. Feel free to hang out as long as you would like to. And jet out whenever you feel like you need to. I think I'm almost there. I am almost there. There's like one more screen. Oh yes. Scream. Okay. I have the first gen, a DS Lite, and a 3DS. Oh, that's right! I have the original, I have a DS Lite, a red DS Lite, a blue original. My sister and I had the maroon XL, but it wasn't 3D, I don't think. Was there a non-3D extra large DS? Because I think that's what I have. Oh no, Monka S, not the creepy spider lady. Monka S. I am Monka S-ing right now with you because I don't know how to fight this thing. DSi XL. That's right, because DSi was when they introduced the camera, right? I forgot about that. Interesting. What just happened? I got stunned. Nice. Beam, beam, beam. That was weird. I don't know why I split so early. What's up, Otaku Review? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Yes, this game... I would say this game brings me back, but I've also been playing it a lot recently. Whenever I go on Snapchat to look at all of the fun stuff of the people, there's this story, do I go to the farm? No, I don't. I remember what I need to do now. I need to talk to Andromon. I might need to do this part again. But I also need to look at the last half of the game. Cyber Husky, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you being here. Feel free to hang out with us as long as you want. I might have to do this first half again. I don't like how I'm handling the first half right now. It's not awful, but it's still not where I know it should be. When I was practicing Digimon World 3, it's 6.5 hours minimum to finish it. I had practiced it in like 2.5 hour increments so that I could get really, really good with my movement and understanding or knowing what to expect in certain places, and I think I might have to do this part again. You ever try a Cyber Sleuth speedrun? I don't know if I would ever run Cyber Sleuth because compared to how much I like this game in Digimon World 3, I don't think I have the drive to do it. I think I have the drive for Digimon World 1, Digimon World Next Order. I don't know about Digimon Survive yet, but I want to say that I can do it. The other Digimon games, like the fighting games and stuff, I mean, it's fun just to get yourself up on the leaderboard, but speedrunning Digimon games for me is like, I'm just enjoying the game. Ults! Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that you're here. Feel free to hang out with us as long as you want. I am gonna do this first part again if it's not too late. I mean, it probably will be, but I have to do it again, probably. It's just really bugging me. All of this information about the DS. All of the consoles that came out. Some of my best gaming memories have been on the DS. If not my best gaming memories, to be honest. The DS was a fantastic console. And I could play my Game Boy games that I liked on it. Like, I could switch if I wanted to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Nightmare Troubadour, and I'm like, I don't like this deck, and I keep losing. I'm gonna play something else. I could play Sonic Advance 3 or whatever else. I thought Dawn was a good day game. A good day game? I like Dawn also. I forgot about Dawn for a second. I think I have the drive for Dawn too, but Dawn was fun casually. I liked the breeding that you could do. I took that kind of seriously. Zelda, Pokemon, Diamond and Pearl, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Bakuman, Digimon, Monster Hunter. What else did I have? There were Naruto games that I really liked. Naruto Path of the Ninja, that was a Naruto RPG that I enjoyed. I can't do it again. I'm confusion. I am upset at myself. I have to do this again. I don't like this. Or... Okay, let me think. The first half of the game I have done, like, a few times. But I haven't done the second half at all. I don't know what I should do. If I should keep trying to perfect the first half, or if I should just do the rest of it. Because I'm pretty tired, to be honest. It's getting late, and I had just done all my work. Minish Cap was one of the best Zelda games. I don't think that's controversial. Okay, let me think. What should I do right now? I think I might try to reset. Play up to a certain point and then maybe try... What's my favorite Digimon? My favorite Digimon is this guy right here. Is Gilmon. I have a bunch of Gilmon stuff, including a toy that is basically haunted, that can speak on its own, and I'm scared of it. I showed it on stream the other day, and the voice of it is just haunting to me. Kenny, thank you so much for the Bless RNG. I think I'm about to reset, because I don't like how things have been going so far. What a big smile. Look at this. You're right. Oh, excuse me. Wasn't that the Digimon that combined with others? Gilmon? Gilmon could combine with Takato so he could become Gallantmon. But TBH, I always preferred Megidramon, who's evil as hell, but was the coolest looking Digimon to me, because I like the dragon types. What's up, Sunny? Okay, let's see. I have to do this again. I need to get out of bad habits and mistakes. How's it going? It's going well. I mean, let me move my mouse away from the thing. Sorry. Hydrate, you're right. Can I drink a soda though? I have seen the new series. I like it because it kind of validates Digimon 3 meaning something, because of Boldmon being in the series. But Sunny, it's going well. I had a run kind of going of Digimon World 3 earlier, but didn't end up working out. So I switched to this, and I had some technical difficulties, so I had to end the stream and do another one. But there's still a lot to do with this game, a lot to learn. But at least I get to do it while chilling with some pretty cool people. Boldmon was huge in the show, yes. And I'm so happy that it was in there. Because again, validating my favorite game ever in the whole world. I remember reading that Megidramon isn't real or something like that, depending on what you find more frightening. Oh my god. You're right. That's awful. Megidramon in my heart is always going to be real. Megidramon, I think I had a team in Digimon World Dawn that was literally just Megidramon because I liked Megidramon that much. Oh my goodness. Thorake? Thank you so much for the follow. Always appreciated. If I said your name super weird, then let me know how to say it and I will say it correctly. Feel free to hang out with us as long as you want. Oh, I don't know how to play this game. Twilight Princess? You haven't been able to play Twilight Princess? Yo, Sai? We were actually in your stream not that long ago. How are you? How was the stream? Okay, note to self. Don't suck at this game. Stop sucking at this game. Stop forgetting what to do. Thanks for stopping by. Of course, stream it well. Have to finish the race another day. Got you, got you. You're gonna win, right? Because I'm putting all of my money on you. Don't suck at this game should be the wisdom. I love it. I love it. That's what I try to tell myself with Digimon World 3. And I think I lose the runs more to RNG now more than anything, but still, like, I still make mistakes with it. Okay, now this guy's gonna bump into my face. Nice. Literally, I was standing still and this guy ran at me and he told me to watch where I was going. What's this guy's name? Kazuya? That was thud. I have all of the sound effects for this game for some reason. All of them. He ran you over. He really did. Did you see that big thonk? Like how... What is that called? The knockback that happened when he hit me? All otaku review. Did I... Don't... You can't see my face right now, but I'm really ashamed at what I think I said. I don't know if everyone experiences this, but when I have music in my head, or headphones on, I feel like I can't speak and enunciate the way that I would if I didn't have headphones on. But I'm pretty sure I said taco instead of otaku, so I'm sorry. I appreciate you being here for the conversation and for you just chilling. So do you stream like reviews of stuff? Or do you have a YouTube channel of reviewing stuff? If any of you are streamers, and there's probably a lot of you there are, I know that there are, you're more than welcome to shout out your streams. I don't have any issue with anybody doing that at all. Oh god, there's so much text, and basically my character was sucked into this world, knows absolutely nothing, and now I'm kind of forced to follow the rules. Lesser known anime? What are lesser known anime? Is Love Live included? Is that lesser known? I don't really know. I feel like I can't really talk about Love Live with a lot of people, so maybe. Trying to get lesser known anime out there. That's really cool. You can feel free to leave your link if you want. This is your world here, though? No, So, I really don't mind, because then it also helps me, like, find people to watch or lurk in whenever I'm doing a bunch of work on my computer. I literally work on my computer all the time, and I have Twitch open almost all the time. Children of the Whales, nice. Requiem of Darkness, don't know that one. Dororo, I know that one. Battlefront and Violet Evergarden. I know Violet Evergarden because of the gay stuff. I know all of the gay stuff, which is probably why I know Love Live, even though it's not officially Yuri or anything, it's just, you know, it's the Yuri bait that gets me. 420, 1600 to Monka S. I know I said the funny number. Why do we lurk? You can lurk, I don't mind. I don't mind when people lurk at all. $20,630. Is that different from the Xbox 360 thing? I'm confused. What? Xbox 360? I'll need to look that up out of curiosity. Love Live is a series about school idols, girls that become like singing music stars. to save their high school. I thought there was a game, I might have mixed it up. There's a rhythm game. There are rhythm games for it. Rachel's moves! What's going on, Rachel? How are you? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you. Summer Wars! Yes! I was actually thinking about showing Summer Wars and Digimon the movie because earlier, we were... I don't know if you were here for it, Uber, but we were watching part of Digimon the movie. And basically the dude that did everything for Digimon did everything for Summer Wars and also makes his own movies that are amazing, so go check him out. Hosoda! Summer Wars is really good. You can tell that he had ideas for all of the stuff that he wanted to flesh out in Digimon the movie, because even like when they went to the internet, I didn't know that. About what? Mamoru Hosoda? He literally did everything for Digimon the movie. It's beautiful. There is so much— oh god, I did it again. There's so much Summer Wars energy in Cyber Sleuth 2. Eden is basically a carbon copy of Oz. It really is. Even the way it's presented, like the people when they're in Eden, they're outlined in red, which is Summer Warsy. In Digimon the movie, E. With Twitch you can watch stuff but keep your clips to subs only. To be honest, I haven't had like issues with showing stuff before. The one time last week when I did show something, there was somebody that came in harassing me, not just about the movie, but was like sexually harassing me and just being really violent with other people in the chat. It was so disgusting. But that doesn't really happen, and that never happens. That was the first time that ever happened, but it's whatever. It's their life. If they want to make 50 accounts to harass me and you guys, then they must be really winning at life. The banhammer is really great, except when I can't use it when I'm speedrunning. Like, I couldn't even begin a run because I don't have any mods. It's a personal choice for reasons. So, thank goodness we haven't had the issue right now, but I had sort of a system that I wanted to have in place if it happened again, but it doesn't look like it's happening right now, so that's at least good. This is a cool stream. Digimon was my childhood. It's fun talking Digimon with others. That's awesome. Yeah, you're more than welcome to hang out anytime. Have a great day at work, wherever that may be. Have a great weekend. It's gonna be awesome. The optimistic Afro. So pog of you to join us. So pog of you to follow, but always, again, never necessary. Thank you so much. Feel free to hang out with us as long as you want. Yeah. Okay. Bro, I am getting tired, I'm not gonna lie. If you're modding alone. Excellent modding tools. This person was just avoiding, like, everything. It was awful. Like, it was really bad. And it doesn't really hurt me as much as I don't like seeing them harass other people. I would rather them just direct it at me because it doesn't bother me. Because I work with high school kids. Wait, did I already do the thing? I can't even tell. No, I didn't yet. I'll definitely be back. Oh man, you don't have to. There's nothing that happens here. Drop anime suggestions before I go. Yeah, for sure. Right now, I finished, Wandering Witch, Tales of Elena or something. That was interesting. It was weird. I'm watching Fire Force. I already finished The Promised Neverland, but that's pretty mainstream now. I finished The Promised Neverland when it finished, and I don't really know what to feel about it. Rewatch JoJo? Do it! Do it now! You don't need to watch this, Ando. You can literally go rewatch it and have the time of your life. Go have the time of your life. What else am I watching right now? Well, Attack on Titan. It's a given. Stream is more fun. Lies. The biggest lie you could possibly tell me. How could you? Yo, Schneider, how's it going? What's going on? How are you? I get to chat with awesome people. The coolest, only the coolest people. I haven't seen you in a while. I took like a week off. Not a week, but almost a week because just having a lot of things happening. Promised Neverland, seen it. Last Hope, not seen it. God Eater, seen it. Violet Evergarden, seen it. Barakamon, have not seen it. Cowboy Bebop, yes. Hellsing Ultimate, yes. Usagi Drop, yes. Beyond the Boundary. Is that one title? I have not seen that. Children of the Whales, yes. Golden Kamui, yes. What is that? Grace of the Gods, no. The Day I Became a God. Yes? Yes. Charlotte, no. Paprika? Ooh, Paprika. Paprika semi-traumatized me. A Silent Voice, yes. Hero Mask. No. Shiki, yes. Yeah. I've seen Forest of the Piano, yes. I've seen a good majority of those. No Game, No Life, yes. I used to play No Game, No Life on piano all the time. I think on my Instagram I have too many videos of me playing it. The Boy and the Beast, yes, because that's also produced, directed by Mamoru Hosoda, who did Summer Wars and Wolf Children. Last time I was on, you were playing Digimon World 3. Interesting. I was playing Digimon World 3 a few hours ago. And I switched this because I'm trying to practice it so I can get better and eventually do a full-fledged run of it. That would be nice. The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, yes, also produced by Mamoru Hosoda. That's probably my least favorite so far from him. Oh shoot, I need to talk to you, I forgot. Parasite Erased, yes. Seen those. Plastic Memories, yes. Death Parade, yes. Afro Samurai, yes. Akira. Is that one title? Or is it Akira and something else? Because I've seen Akira. Drifters, yes. Rising of the Shield Hero, yes. Polemagi Madoka Magica, yes, because it's gay. Berserk, yes, but it traumatized me. I don't know the egg one. Great Pretender, yes. Great Pretender has amazing animation. Durarara, yes. But I haven't seen Season 2, even though Season 2 is the gay one. I think. But aren't they sisters? Why is the sister complex so popular in Japan? Can anyone explain that to me? I almost skipped this encounter. I don't know what happened. I was spamming A for the portal, but it didn't work. Because it's popular? But why can't they be stepsisters or something? Like, even... Oh god. In Citrus, for example, that's a Yuri anime. They're not sisters. I don't know, I just... Part of me can get past the step stuff, but when it's like actually blood, I don't know. Detective Conan? Yes? I want to say yes because whenever Kiss Anime was still up, which was not that long ago, I was using kissanime.ws, still working. That's not ending anytime soon. I didn't think so. Citrus is a Yuri anime of like there's a mom, she remarried, and there's a girl named Yuzu who's a cool chick, and then the student council president, of course, is this like dark-haired, very typical Japanese beauty, I guess, that you would see in any other show. And they end up... Like, they meet each other before they realize that they're sisters, and then Yuzu's, like, into her. I've been reading that manga since I was in high school, and it's still going. That manga, I think, helped me come to terms with actually coming out. Had a significant effect on my life. Which is weird, now that I think about it, because now in my life, I just... It's not even something I feel weird about mentioning ever. Like, anytime I meet somebody new, and I have Melissa with me, I'm just like, this is a school rumble? No. What is that? Tell me everything. You know what I'm extremely sad about? Yo, Jam 777, how are you? I'm sad that the guy who did Soul Eater, who is doing Fire Force right now, he said that this is going to be his last manga. And that sucks because I really like his stuff, the whole sci-fi genre of what he does. Kind of mixed with romance. I'm not even big into romance anime, but I was into the pairing of Maka and Soul. It's super important. It really is. I just don't think anything of it anymore, neither does anyone around me. It's just very natural. Soul Eater has a fantastic style. If you like it, have you seen Fire Force? Because it's by the same dude. I like Soul Eater more. I think it delves deeper into... You haven't? Well, go check it out. There are 2 seasons right now. Currently, the 2nd season is still airing. I hope you like it. The main dude, Shinra, is instantly going to remind you of Soul for the characteristics that he has, but his personality is not really anything like him, but I'm really enjoying Fire Force. And the opening song, the first opener of Fire Force is my favorite, and every other opener so far has not been good for me. Inferno is such a jam. My favorite character in Fire Force is Maki, in case anyone watches it. I'm like really into her. I wish I was her, and also I wish she was real. It's very conflicting. Shaman King remake? When is that happening? I used to read that because I have the old Shonen Jump. Shonen Jump. I grew up saying Shonen Jump, so I grew up saying it wrong, and now it's just become a habit. Shonen Jump magazines, and I would read Shaman King in there. Haikyuu completely devoured me. That's awesome. Are you reading the manga? Because I have not. I know how it ends, but I'm confused by it because I just skipped to the end to see how it ends. Wolf's Rain, yes. There's this anime that I watched randomly, like 4 years ago, called Lagrange, the Flower of Rene. It's a mecha anime that's kind of gay, but it's not Yuri anime, it's just like Yuri bait, you know, that gets people going. But I still liked it. Another anime that I randomly watched that I cannot remember the name of to save my life. There's this famous scene in it of these two girls, and they're in the back of a van. Someone's driving the van, and I don't know where they're going, but they're playing the Pocky game, and then this girl just like pushes her over, and then things happen. Not anything too graphic, but that's the only thing I can really recall from it, and I want to know what it's called so I can watch it again because I liked it. But I'm also disturbed because I think they might have been sisters. I'm gonna look it up. I might pause my timer since this is practice. I'm gonna do it. When I run away from this, I need to look it up because I want to watch it again. Pause. I need to look this up right now. Google. I don't even know how I would do this. I can't put what I said. Sister. Anime. Pocky. Van. Those are the words I put in. This is it! This is the scene! I found it. Let me see. You're going to be put on a list. I found it though, I think. Let me see. I thought I did. I saw the picture for it. This is the one. This is it! Here, let me show you so you don't think I'm crazy. I think they might be sisters. Can you see? What are you looking at? Okay, yeah, you can't see. This is the scene. I don't know. I can't watch it here, but it's nice. This. Are they sisters? Oh god. Please don't be sisters. Oops. I think it only has one season. I don't know what to do. I'm confusion. He can see spirits. I'm confusion. There are two girls, though. I think that are the main characters. At least in that anime. Anyway, I think they're sisters. I don't know if I should read all of this, because I don't want to spoil this for anybody, but... Oh yes, Naraku. Whom I only know from Inuyasha anime. I can't read this because of the stuff. Yo, Ice, how's it going? I'm looking forward to Shaman King reboot that should be coming in April. April? Nice! I need to figure out if they're sisters. The adaptation, blah blah blah. Commercials, manga. However, the first episode aired. Viewers were confused when the entire main cast was suddenly killed off. I don't remember anything about this. I watched this a long time ago. I was just trying to figure out if the girls I kissed were sisters. Oh goodness me. Okay. I think I've watched this show. This one? I don't remember anything about it. Except that there was a kiss. That was interesting to see. Okay, let's see. Put my stuff back. Alright, I'm gonna unpause my timer and go now. Oh my god, I didn't unpause it! What just happened? I only remember fragments. Do you remember the van thing that I'm talking about? The kiss in the van? Do you remember if they were sisters? I think they were. Damn. If anyone knows anime that it doesn't have to be yo code. Have a great night, get some good rest, have the best day, the best weekend ever. If anybody knows anime that has like any hint of gay stuff, as in like lesbian stuff, please send it to me. I don't care if it's not the main point, like, I need more of it in my life. Some examples. Well, one of them would be Elena. Assault Lily? I have seen Assault Lily. Is that not... I only saw like one episode though. I need to watch more of it. I know Assault Lily has it because I'm a part of some Facebook groups where they post some stuff of like different anime or manga. Maybe some of us are in the same group. I'm in a citrus group, and I'm in What Does the Fox Say, which is... I don't read What Does the Fox Say. I don't know how I ended up there. I think somebody added me there. No, I have not read that. But I can. I sadly don't remember the van. Really? That's like the most memorable thing to me. I'm not sure if it was a pupil relationship, if they were related. I think they might have been related. Why would you kiss your sister like that? From what I found out is the kind of sisters that choose it kind of when they call it... Huh? But it's borderline something. There's this... When Kiss Anime existed, they had the categories where you could pick Shoujo Ai or you could pick Yuri. And I think in the Shoujo Ai section, I saw something I hadn't seen before, and it was called Kutsuki Boshi. It's absolutely bad. It's so bad. She muted? Are you messing with me, T? How could you do this to me? But if I am muted, Monka S. Okay, neat. What? What do you teach? I teach band. Marching band, concert band, band. I am a percussionist by trade, but I started playing piano, and now I have to learn how to play every instrument just because in order to teach them, I gotta know how to play them. Do the guys take your classes just to be in your class? No, I don't think so. I mean, I think people just take the class because they want to play music, I hope. But I would like to think they also like me as an instructor. But communicating telepathically, that's so pog. That's absolutely what I'm doing. Okay, I need to go talk to that green-haired chick again. What's her name? I don't even know her name. What is your name? Uno? Uno? I'm gonna guess Uno. What a name. Okay. Cool. Palmon was not in my way this time. So I'm just gonna talk to Biomon, and then we're gonna be on our way to the jungle to go check out where Ellie is. And currently she's getting eaten by a spider, so we're gonna go save her. Or try to. Uno would be the name of the protagonist in the Uno anime. Absolutely. Scroll down. So much multitasking! Riri! What's going on? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Back in the day when Tamagotchis were popular, my parents couldn't afford a regular Tama, so they bought me some off-brand thing, which turned out to be my first Digimon virtual pet. Yo, sick! That's awesome! That's like a happy accident for sure. Hadn't hit our country yet, so no one knew about it. Interesting. I have maybe the thing that you're talking about. It was it the square one? The pendulum thing? I have one of those, but I didn't get it when I was a kid. I got it when... Actually, it was my sister's. But now, if you want one of those things, Barnes & Noble sells Digivices. I was surprised to see that, but Melissa and I one day just went to Barnes & Noble, stopped in there to get Starbucks, like the absolute basic people that we are, and I saw Digivices in there. It was so pog! Also, I'm gonna go to Target tomorrow, and I need to pick up Digimon cards. Digimon trading cards. And I am not going to stop purchasing cards until I get a Gilmon. I need a Gilmon. Or like the entire Gilmon evolution line, if possible. And Agumon and Vmon. I want essentially my World 3 team. But I'm not going to open them until I stream, maybe. No, I will. I'll wait. I'll be good. They are not sisters. And... they are not sisters. Is there any kind of dude? According to Wiki. Last name didn't even match. That's so weird. Why am I remembering them as sisters? Can I just... No, I can't. I was gonna go to like Kiss Anime or something and just skip through parts of the first episode. But I feel like at the end, something made me sad because I thought they were sisters, but I guess they're not. Which makes me feel better about, vividly remembering their kiss in the van. Opera is not recognized by the sound mixer? What?! New Digimon card game isn't in the UK yet. That's bogus. I will just send you cards. What card do you want, Replay? If I get it, I'll send it to you. Unless it's Gilmon. But if I get a copy of it, I would send it to you. But I really want to get all of the Gilmon cards. Or evolution ones. It's not out here yet. Do you have an estimate of when, maybe? I don't understand what's wrong with my splits because I pressed space to split, but my time is not there. So, another split's coming up right now, so hopefully it doesn't do the same thing. I like to have actual time so I can see what's going on. You don't have to do that? Why not? I can totally do that. Because I don't know how long it's gonna be until you guys get it over there. You know what you can get? You can get this shirt. I don't know if anyone wants it, but I think it's really cool. It says Thai on the back. You can get it from Box Lunch. I think it's on sale right now for 31 bucks. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, so I'm not gonna give you like a sponsored link or anything, but they have some really neat anime culture stuff. Even non-anime culture. Taco Bell. Avatar, The Last Airbender. Stuff like that. Box Lunch. And I think they give a certain amount of money. When they get a certain amount of money, they buy lunch for people or something. I don't remember what the thing is, but they have a cool mission statement. Okay, it worked that time. Oh. Okay, I kind of just wanted to do up until this point. I think the rest of it would be fine. But I need to do the second half, so what I'm probably gonna do now... let me click out of this. Open. Start the timer at 1 hour, 43 minutes, 0 seconds. Wait, what just happened? Why didn't it work? What's up, Raymond? I had stopped by your stream earlier, actually. 1 hour. 1 hour, 43 minutes. 43 minutes. 0 seconds. Cool. And then I'm gonna start from Chimeramon. And this is now going to be me kind of blindly learning the rest of this. How long is the estimated speedrun of Digimon World DS? The world record for emulator is just under 3.5 hours. So around there, but it's gonna take me longer because I'm still, like the second part, I'm kind of doing it blind. But I'm gonna try my best. Okay, let me just drink something, or yeah. Because my friend's favorite Digimon. Wait, I don't even know why I added the word friend. There's no friend in there. My favorite Digimon, but I also like Gallantmon a lot. My favorite Digimon of all time is probably Growlmon. Guilmon's my favorite rookie. Omnimon is awesome. And in the movie, like the first movie that gave me goosebumps, I still get goosebumps thinking about it as an adult. Looking up the card game to see when it comes out. Learned they gave out sleeves. They gave out sleeves for the cards 2 months before the game even launched? What the heck? Dang, I didn't know that at all. I should have pre-ordered some. How's the stream been? I had to restart the stream because my audio was super weird. I couldn't get my mixer to pop up for some reason. But it's been super fun. It's always super fun. How was yours? Saw me dressed as a girl? There's nothing- I don't find anything wrong with that. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, I'm gonna go now. That was weird? What's weird? What happened? My internet's been cutting out. Well, my internet cut out once. And then I had volume technical difficulties. There was just a lot of weird stuff happening. Your mixer and internet stuff? Yeah, like when I click on the little volume horn thing on the bottom right corner, it usually shows all of my audio devices, but it didn't. Like nothing was popping up at all. I think something stupid just happened. There is a lot of text here, I think. So I can think about what I need to do after this and maybe pay attention to what they're saying, because then I can figure out. Oh, Pog! I'm a gold tamer now. Nice. I don't know what I did to deserve this. Oh shoot. $1:43 is just my reference time, because it's typically what I get whenever I get to that point. So don't worry. This is just practice rather than, like, something I would submit. Because I need to learn the second half of the game. I also got some fan art! Yo! That's awesome! That's how you know you made it, man. Congrats! That is the neatest thing. I'm so happy for you. I'm happy to see that Twitch is really working out for you. And fast, too. But I also knew it would. Like, you're very personable and approachable and all of this stuff. It's on my Twitter. Yeah, I will definitely look at it. What am I doing? Okay. Not entirely sure what's happening. But when in doubt, go to the Digifarm, is what I have learned. Or not. I'm confusion. I did not need to go to the Digifarm. I need to buy some stuff and then go to Sky Palace, and I'm gonna fight Azulongmon. Okay, movement through here is gonna be Mongas. I did this once. I did it once in the last stream, but that was pretty much it, so we are going to be learning together. Painted your nails for the first time? I suck at painting my nails, still, to this day. I am so bad at it. Piximon? I think I'm gonna take this encounter because I am not at the level where I'm supposed to be right now. Picklemon! Digimon World 1 references. I think multiple people call it that. But you can 100% feel free to do it. I got really concerned for a second because, oh god. Because on the battle screen, I was just looking at the stats on the upper right-hand corner. It said Sunomon, so I thought at this point I had not evolved Sunomon into Galmon. Which was, scary, but it's probably fine. I'm gonna take these encounters because there's a Piximon, but also because I am underleveled And I need to build my friendship for Agumon. And in this game, to build friendship, you can do multiple things. Like, there's items that you can put in your Digifarm. That would work. Oh, yes! Mistranslations. You love to see them. You love to hear them. Big egg. I'm gonna get an encounter. I wonder if I would have gotten that if I had just moved better. I don't know. I'm not gonna take this. Taomon makes you sleep, I think. Oh god. Oh god. If Taomon makes me sleep... Speed. Attack. Attack up. I'm gonna fall asleep. Nice. Good job, Falcomon. Taomon is also one of the mons I really like. I like Taomon. Oh! In Digimon World Next Order. But the rest of Digimon World Next Order just ruined itself for me because of the Machine Draymon stuff. I need to play it in Japanese instead to make it less sufferable. Okay. Does this have a Pixie-mon in it? No. Oh god, this is the one with all 5 of them. This sucks. Nice. You want less Digimon in each encounter because then it takes less time to scan them and introduce them and all of this other stuff. So that was pretty much the worst thing that could have happened, but what can you do? I wonder if I'm gonna get a 3rd encounter. Is this the 5 encounter thing again? Yes. Fantastic! Twice in a row! I wonder if that's the only encounter that you get here. Because I don't know. Next Order VA is male, the Japanese is female. Really? It sounds female in English. Who voices them? Is Renamon supposed to be a guy in the Japanese version of Digimon Tamers? This is the 5 encounter again. The 5 Digimon zone encounter again. That's the 3rd time in a row. That sucks, dude. For multiple shows like Naruto and Dragon Ball. I never understand the choices for a lot of these things, like Luffy's a woman, Goku's a woman, Naruto's a woman. It's all fine, like that never bothered me. Romy Park. Romy Park does a lot of basically everything, but most notably to me... Yo, nice! Valentine, brother. Thank you so much for the follow. I enjoy hearing that jingle so much. I appreciate you being here. Feel free to hang out with us as long as you want. Nice. Who is this? What is that? Pixie-mon? No, it's the 5 encounter again, dude! That's so lame! Okay. Romy Park. Voices. Captain Hitsugaya. Pretty much all Digimon have no gender. I remember getting into a big argument with some people in the Digimon Discord community about this one day, and I didn't start it, somebody else did. And I was trying more so to mitigate what was happening because it was so stupid, but I don't know. In Japanese, due to a Japanese custom, it's seen as rude not to recast recurring roles. But because Kid Goku was voiced by a woman, the same voice actress returned for adult Goku. Interesting. I didn't know that. All these years of watching Seth and I didn't know that. Thanks for sharing that. Did I grab that chest? I think I did. Nice. Bam, 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 bam. I hope I did. That had the Soma D in it. Maybe I'll check. I'm gonna check Soma D. I did get it. Cool. Galmon is still not max level. Okay. What is happening now? What do I do after this? I have to go get a Bonwumon from that like beachy place, right? Tropical Isles is what they call it. Drink water? Okay. Sorry. Movement. I will do it. Water. I will do it. I do need to do it. Now. Do it now. Hurry. I can't do it. Dang it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Raymond. I failed you. I have no clue where I'm going. No clue. I'm just gonna go where I think is right. And hopefully I make it to where I'm supposed to go. I think I might take an encounter if there's like 2 Digimon or something. I need Tsunomon to level up so I can Digivolve them. This feels correct. This feels like my childhood. This up here. No, this is gonna be 4 of them again. Oh god. I need an encounter to level up Tsunomon. Oh wait, there's 3 of them. Ah! Does this kill? Yes. I got a few chokers today? Yo, sick! Very nice. I love it. You should feel cute. I'm glad that you feel cute. Double slash. Sure, do it. I don't know if this is enough to make me level up. I need to keep track of what kind of experience this gives me. How much? How much is this? 348? Okay, I can do it now. I'm gonna do it now. Digivolve to Galgamon. Nice. I like Galgamon's design a lot. Feeling myself today feels wow, man. Man, what's that feel like? I mean, it's gotta feel good. I'm happy for you. Beam, beam. I know that sounded kind of salty, but it's just my terrible humor. Nice. Okay, now we Digivolve Koromon. Koromon to Agumon. Not Dot Agumon, but Agumon this time. Because eventually we'll have Metal Greymon. Nice. Somebody pointed this out and I totally forgot that when you Digivolve a Digimon, they don't go back to level 1, they have like a set level that they're at. As opposed to Digimon World Dawn, where when you Digivolve them, they do go back to level 1, I think. At least, well, that might be wrong still. I think I might take this. I still need more. I need more encounters. And I think at this point I can take them. Because I need to discover which ones are the ones I want to take or not. so I got 348 experience from 3 Edamon. What is this gonna give me, I wonder? A small Skull Greymon figure? Nice! 2 something, so maybe not that one. Maybe just the 3 Edamon I'll take if I get it. Okay. I hope there are no forks coming up because I'm not gonna know where to go. Is this the 3 Edamon? It could be. No, it's the 4. Ugh. I need to take more encounters also because I need my friendship for Agumon to go up. And the only way for me to do that without putting Agumon in the Digifarm is to win battles. I think. Could be wrong. Oh, I don't know what to do. I think it's maybe this way. Three. Yes, I'm gonna take this. Crit. Crit. Meaningless. Why is that called double slash if it doesn't hit me twice? Nice. Cool. Ugh. Ugh. Cool. Hits with both arms at the same time? That makes sense. That makes total sense. Especially because the animation showed 2 slash marks. There are some attacks where you can attack twice in a row, like the V headbutt that I'm using with Falconmon, because Falconmon for some reason has V headbutt. Eaglemon? I'm pretty sure I can't one-shot, and I don't feel like I need more encounters. Right now, at least, I don't think I do. This feels like my childhood. Zebra Leomon looks so prehistoric, and for good reason, obviously, but so prehistoric. This feels like a place I should go. This is the boss fight, isn't it? Is this the screen with the boss fight? Is Sylphimon an ultimate? I don't remember. And is this the boss fight? No, it's this next screen. Do I need a heal? I don't think I do. I have healing items if I need them during the fight. I don't know how much damage Ibonwumon? How much damage they even do. Uh, 80. 80, so I will have enough. Is an ultimate? Yes. Thank you. Valkyriemon. This makes sense to me. Thank you for clarifying, T. Terrifying. 6 damage, nice. This will probably take one more Crimson Fire, I'm assuming. Electro- oh, you're gonna die. Nice. Now I have to use this because I won't have enough MP for Nice. For Crimson Fire. Crimson Flame. Is this the last one that I need? No. Great. No! Please don't kill Agumon. I need Agumon to stay alive because I need the friendship. Cool. Nice. Galgamon, sorry, but it's not as big a deal if Galgamon dies. The Digital Hazard, how are you doing? I saw your thing on Twitter about you looking for a smug picture of Guilmon for a Guilmon emote. I thought it was funny. I can't like it because there are a lot of things on Twitter that I can't like even though I actually like it because of my job. I thought it was funny though, and I wanted to tell you that. Wait, what am I... How'd I get back here? If any of you use Twitter for things, feel free to follow me at school_TTV. I follow back Twitch creators because I like supporting people however I can. If you want to know, maybe the next time I go live, I do have a schedule. This week was just really crazy and I didn't stream when I was supposed to, but that's not the case all the time. I'm pretty good about sticking to a schedule once I've made one, and I have one now. But you can join the Discord for notifications of when I go live. And Twitter also, if you don't have Discord, Twitter gets my live stuff. What is happening? They just said go talk to Yuji, and now I'm here. I'm bad with schedules. It's hard to keep up a schedule, not gonna lie. But I think once you do it, it helps. It helps people know, you know, when they'll see you again. And like, I honestly could not imagine when I started streaming on Twitch that people would ever even watch me. I thought it was crazy. And I still think it's crazy. I still don't get it, but like for streamers that I like to know when I'm gonna see them again, you know? Oh god! What do I do now? Do I go back to the farm maybe? I feel like it's always the farm. The farm will tell me everything. Yes, it's an emergency. I actually need to pay attention to this because I don't remember even what's happening now. Junk Factory, they said. Go to Junk Factory. Hot! Oh my god, you should have seen me my whole life. Basically the ugliest person. I appreciate that though. That's like very nice to hear after being literally bullied my whole life for how I look. What do I even do here? Why am I here? Is this the Locomon stuff? I got all my Guilmon emotes reworked. Yo, nice! I love those! Wow, that's beautiful. I really like those. Is that like a Guilmon Resident Sleeper emote? Wait a second. Oh god. Did I screw up? I might have. Putting yourself down? No, it's not even that. It's just that was my life. I really was, like, not Like, I didn't have anyone ever coming after me in high school or middle school, college. Actually, in college, maybe. But that's when I really started caring about myself more, after I was actually interested in finding someone. So when I was in high school, middle school, and all these other, whatever, public school, I was never interested in dating anybody. So I just didn't really care, I guess, about... Actually, I don't know what I'm doing right now. I didn't really care about impressing anybody, but then when I got to college, I was out, and then, like, oh, I want somebody to like me. And then I told myself, how can I make myself look less ew? And then I tried, and I think I look less ew, but could be better. Could be better. Monka. Cool. I remember this. I too want someone to like me. I don't know how I ever got anyone to like me, but it happened. And the first time it happened, and the first time I got broken up with, it was like, ooh, Monka. How am I ever gonna find someone else that likes me? 3 Megidramon? Wait, not Megidramon. Megadramon. Megidramon is a dragon. Bro, you are too nice to me, and I don't deserve it. I am gonna do this now. I don't need to do it now, but I have an opportunity to do it now. Nice, that's fine. You guys are actually too nice to me. I hope this isn't like, oh god, I would hate so bad if this seemed like I was fishing for compliments. I would literally punch myself in the face. But I'm just explaining that my whole life I was just totally below average 100%. I still feel that way. But I know that I'm in a better place mentally and confidence-wise, and I think even just that in itself is attractive to people. I hope that doesn't sound weird, I don't know. But, I don't know. There are these cringy girls that I don't ever want to sound like, but sometimes I feel like I can. You know? I don't know. Sorry. I'm sorry! Why can't you just one-shot things? Hmm? And someone has really low self-esteem, you can tell. You can tell. That was me! It's a very different situation when someone who's fishing for compliments. Sometimes I can't tell. No, 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 no. I'm taking this because of Mamemon more than anything. A Sesame Street character. Where am I going? I'm walking in this direction and hoping for the best. Yo, FaZe! I got my dual monitor set up running school. I'm gonna head to bed right now and start speedrunning. Nice! That's awesome. What do you want to run? Do you want to still run Elder Scrolls games? I do. But it's just changed so much. Like, Skyrim speedrunning has changed a lot from what got me interested in doing it. This direction feels like childhood. A person I can speak to. Cool. She wants to beat me up. Nice. I'm confusion. I don't know what to do now. Probably just the same thing that I've been doing, so... I will do that. Cosplay help? Raymond is the literal best with that. 3, 2, 1 wall. Beep, beep, beep. What just happened? Oh, I see. Why did I do that? You know why? It's because I thought I was playing Digimon World 3. And, I was trying to go to the techniques menu. Cool. Beast, thank you so much. Thank you for the good luck and the have fun. I'm having lots of fun, even though I have literally no idea where I'm going. I'm doing this pretty blindly, but it seems to be going well so far, strangely enough. But welcome to the stream, Beast. I'm gonna do this now. And then I'll try to run away with Agumon. Hopefully Agumon can actually run. Do it. Nice. You absolute beast. That was a big word when I was in middle school. For everything. Like, that was so beast. I was beasting it. Huge. I don't know if that was huge for anybody else, but at my middle school it was. Wow. Best movement I've ever seen in my life. So good. Total sarcasm, by the way. I need more Mamemon encounters, please, so I can take them. Well, the only other place I haven't been to yet is... Yo, Neo! Neo Cordy, I love it. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you being here. Feel free to hang out with us as long as you want. Oh, Yata! I have that sound effect. I should have done Puppetmon, maybe. Nice. Blowing up Galgamon. Why not? I'm never gonna get tired of hearing that. I love it so much. Why did I do that? I just split for no reason. I'm gonna go back this way. Maybe. I feel like this is not correct. Is this 2 Mamemon, Garbagemon? I will take this. You know what's stupid? You can't, like, if I have a double attack like I just did, I can't select the same Digimon twice, and then if that Digimon dies from the first hit, it doesn't automatically transfer, it just, stops. I think that's bogus. And not very fast. Not very PogChamp. Thank you for the Raikou emotes. Always welcome in here. You know what else is stupid? Me. Incorrect. Ando, you're so, articulate. What are you talking about? I don't even know if this is correct. I hope it is. I think it is. I just saw a thing. A dude. A girl? A boy. It's all a ruse. You said ruse. That's a smart word. When I was doing resumes and stuff and sending my resume places, I would always read my emails to Melissa so she could proof them for me. And I think I said something like, I'm attaching my resume for your perusal. And she was like, what? What is that word? Perusal? And she thought it was the coolest word, the smartest word. She was like, how do you know that? And I honestly can't tell you where I first heard the word perusal. Perusal is a great word. Okay, let me see. So I should do these two first. I wonder if it's the same every time. Let me see. We use the plug. And then I can just use V headbutt maybe. I don't know if that's enough. The Hamburger Jr. How's it going? How are you doing? How does my swearing impact your career as a teacher? Not as much right now. But if I stream during the day, sometimes I have students watching me because my students know that I stream. And it has happened before where a parent saw that their kid was watching me on Twitch, and nothing bad happened at all. Nothing inappropriate at all. But that parent decided to report me. Really just because I'm gay, but they found a reason to report me because they thought it was inappropriate that I was streaming at all. But cursing can add fuel to the fire, or like anything really manka in the chat, even if I didn't say it, can still add fuel to the fire for anybody that wants to report me. Which is actually what happened last week. Last week I had a stream of this game, and some person came in here with literally 50 accounts harassing me and people in the chat. And then went into my Discord asking people if they knew what school I worked at so they could report me to the school board, even though there was absolutely nothing inappropriate happening here. But yeah, so it absolutely can affect me. But so far, I mean, ever since the first incident with the parent, nothing's really happened except for that one stupid person. And even when I think that when the parent reported it, my supervisor knew, like, obviously it was just a homophobic parent, but this can still raise concerns for people, so just be careful what you're doing on the internet. And I'm like, okay, I'm not doing anything wrong anywhere. But yeah. Nev, what's going on? How are you? Whoa. I'm sorry, dude. No, it's all good. Like, the Hamburger Jr. Thank you so much for the follow. Never required, but always appreciated. You're more than welcome to chill out with us as long as you want. At times like this, where it's almost 4 AM for me, I don't manka about stuff said in chat really as much, but there could be anybody out there who decides to watch my VOD or something and pick out pieces that they see in my stream that they think is deemed inappropriate for an educator. So, I don't know, there's just a lot of stuff I manka about that I kind of shouldn't. I saw something earlier that I didn't talk about. Oh, it was something like... I can't remember who said it because I can't see it at the moment, but if my stream ever blew up, if I would quit teaching, I would not, because I love teaching. I teach band, and band is like my favorite thing ever. Performing in it, teaching in it, it's the best. I do love this too, though, and hanging out with you guys. Did you get rid of Nico Nico Ni? I did. I think it's still one of my other alerts. But I changed it to this because it's Digimon related, and I also like it. A lot. I really like it. I don't think I'm ever gonna get tired of hearing it. Good to hear and see you. It's good to hear and see from, wait, I don't see you. I feel like I just did one of those things where you're at the drive-thru window and they say, no, I don't know what's a good example of this. This game looks awesome. This game is my second favorite Digimon game of all time. My first is Digimon World 3, but I highly recommend this. This is my favorite Digimon handheld game. There are more that are similar to it, but a ton of them didn't get translated, unfortunately. Never quit teaching. You're a hero. I'm definitely not. I'm just a person. Enjoy your food. Thanks, you too. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Karen stuff? Yes. It was the mom. It was the mom. The mom confronted me afterward and was like, I really don't feel comfortable with you teaching my child. And I'm like, okay, well, if you don't, you can unenroll them from the class, but also they're very successful here and I want them to continue growing their talent. And the kid can't avoid me because there's 3 band directors. But anyway, it was really dumb. Wait. Is this what I do? I think so. Was the child male or female? It was a boy. A closeted gay boy. A young closeted gay boy. So oh God, I can only imagine what that's going to be like for them. I think about it sometimes. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. Young closeted gay boy with a mom that reported their teacher for doing nothing wrong. I don't know what to do now. Let me see what my chick says. She just gave me no information. Okay. I think at this point I can go, I could probably go take that barrier down and fight Locomon. Let's see if I can. I hope he moves out at the age of 18. I don't know, I think about it sometimes. A lot, actually. That student is still in my class, by the way. We have to sign a form saying that we can release them, but we didn't release them because they wanted to stay in band. Their mom, not too happy about it, but it is what it is. She likes to give us a hard time, but whatever. I'm gonna fade into the darkness. You can do as you please. You can lurk. You can unfollow me. You can do whatever you feel like you want to do. You have total freedom here. Almost. Almost. Oh, God. Everyone unfollow me immediately. Should you be talking about this even if he's still in your class? So I work at multiple schools during the day. I have to drive to like a bunch of different places because I'm a percussion specialist. But there are so many different places that I have to go that I think it should be fine. They don't watch me on Twitch also, and I just follow. Why would I unfollow? I don't know. I'm self-conscious. But you can. If you never followed in the first place, try hard. I like it. Sometimes, like, someone will send me a whisper on Twitch and will be like, I've literally been watching you for 6 months, but I never followed you, and I never realized that I didn't follow you. I'm like, that's fine. You don't have to follow me. All it's gonna do is make you get more notifications than you need, so it's no big deal. Queer fist bump, I like it. You know what, I don't like getting an encounter right before the boss. But it would also help me see if I need to heal or do anything. I probably... I do not want to lose Agumon in this next fight for the friendship reasons. Moving through this wall is so stupid. I can't figure out how to do it gracefully, much like everything else I do in my life. Many nice things. So wrong! Hi, Lewis. I hope you're doing well. What's going on? I'm sorry that you had to see my drama and my Discord. How many Crimson Flames does it take to kill a Locomon? I'm super late, I'm sorry. No, it's no big deal. No one is ever required to be here, ever. If you can't make it, don't ever feel like you have to. Of course, I always appreciate seeing familiar faces, but I don't want to ever I don't want anyone to ever feel obligated to be here. Okay, I need to use one more. I need to? Who told you that? Who is controlling you? Who's pulling the strings? Is that it? Cool. Nice. Can I digivolve yet? Do I digivolve now? At what level can I digivolve Agumon into Greymon? I think I can, actually. I'm gonna check. I can't believe I've made it this far, because I have no idea what's going on at this point, except that I beat the train. I beat the train Digimon, and now the only one that's missing from their pedestal thing is Baihumon, I think. Yeah, Baihumon's not there. Oh, that's my next split! I'm so smart! Girl makes golem noise. I make a lot of sounds on this stream. May 2020 Pog. What is happening? Oh! I think you can check your follow age by literally typing exclamation follow age if you're interested. But you don't have to. I make a lot of sounds. Also not entirely sure where to go now. But I think I might digivolve Agumon. I'm gonna do it now. Because I am not entirely sure when to do it. What level do you need to— level 15? Now I need to check what level you need to be to digivolve into Metal Greymon. I think it might be 25. Gotta get my laundry, for sure. For sure. 11 months, 4 weeks, 1 day, 3 hours, 2 minutes, 6 seconds. That's so exact. 25? Level 25. Oh, I have the friendship! That's good. This is good. I think I can also equip something for defense or something. Defense. It is 25. Good. Okay, now what I do now is a mystery. But I'm just gonna go and hope for the best. Icemon. Some of the most boring Digivolutions. It's sad. Icemon, Meteormon, Gotsumon. You guys are crazy. I can't even believe that you follow me. Stop it! Nothing happens here except me not understanding where to go. But I'm gonna try my best. Okay, I am learning. So far, I think I've only had 2 Gotsumon... No. 2 Icemon encounters. What is this? Oh, is this right? Oh my god, there was a fork. I don't know what that is, but I see a pipe, and the pipe feels like my childhood, so I will go down the pipe. H. used to clog the song requests with Dreamcatcher. Yes. All the time. Guess percent run, let's go. This is really guess percent, yes. This is recalling my childhood percent. In this game, is Waymon an ultimate or a mega? In what game is Waymon considered a mega? Is it this one? I think in this one it's a mega. So in Digimon World 1... It's in Digimon World 1, right? Is a mega in most games. In Digimon World 1, they're an ultimate, right? In World 2? I'm such a fake supporter. No, you're not. What the heck? What are you talking about? 10 months? That's like forever. Digimon World 1, it's a champion? Oh my god. There's no mega in World 1 if I recall correctly. Yes. Correct. I was sad about that. Because I already had the concept of Mega Digimon in my head at that point. Wamen? Wamen. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, even how I'm saying it, I'm trying to distinguish if it's supposed to be Waymon or Wamon. But I don't like either of them. I wish it would just be Whalemon. Nice. I can't flee from this, I guess. Waymon, because the first half of whale. That makes more sense, yes. H. Kabuterimon. Kabuterimon. Hercules. Is that a fork? Oh my god. I don't know what I'm gonna do when there's a fork. With the stream either yesterday or the day before about that. About what? Waymon? The pronunciation? Wamon? Because H is silent in Spanish. My stomach is growling. Can you hear it? Oh my god, it's so violent. I don't know if this is right! I'm gonna go with my gut. My gut is literally speaking to me at this point. But I can't tell if it's telling me yes, it's this way, or if it's telling me no, go the other way. Bro, please! Why are you attacking Greymon? Please stop. Actually, at this point, I don't want to say it doesn't matter if he dies. It actually does matter, because he needs to hit level 25 for me to get Metal Greymon. And I need Metal Greymon for the end. I must be going the wrong way, but I'm just gonna commit to it. Now this no longer feels correct. I will probably have to heal Agumon or Greymon at some point. I'm Greymon now. I'm going digital. Completely digital. Commit to the bit. I'm committed. I'm not sure if it's the right decision, but I'm gonna be committed to going this way. When does this end? Oh wait. No! I'm pressing A, son, from what I've googled. Interesting. It's only World 1 and 2 that Waymon's a champion. It's ultimate and everything else, apparently. Oh. So it's not even a mega at all. Nice. Oh god, why you gotta hit me with this right now, Kalamon? Leave me alone. Oh my god. Zudomon. I never question it being a champion because of Digimon World 1. I didn't even think about it being a champion at all. Did I go the right way? Wow, I guess I did. I had been seeing megas in the last in Tropical Isles. There was, I think Eaglemon is a mega, Saber Leomon, but I don't know how common those encounters are. Axel Kid, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. Feel free to hang out with us as long as you want. What's up with the encounter rate in this game? Dude, step counts. Step counts are a killer. Okay, I will try my best. How many Crimson Flames does it take to take down a Baihumon? I'm gonna say 3. Bum bum bum. I'm actually... oh god, I don't know. I think I'm gonna heal Greymon, actually. I think I might level up. Oh god, no! Why would you do that? Why would you miss? I'm not gonna heal my MP because I think I'm about to level up. I don't really remember, but I'm kind of counting on it. Straight punch might be enough. The new sound? Oh god! It wasn't enough. The new sound is the victory theme from Digimon World 1. Oh, this sucks. I thought I was gonna level up. Then I would have regained my MP that way. It's probably fine. If I get another encounter, which I'm sure I will, seeing as how Monka these step encounters are, the step counts. I think this is just one... no, it's not. Is this right? I think I'm gonna try to heal my MP here. Plesiomon. What is Plesiomon? A plug? I only have plugs? Do I only have chips? I don't think I need a lot. Loch Ness Monster. Plesiomon is a mega if I recall correctly. Plesiomon has mega energy. One of Gomamon's mega forms. Nice. Beautiful. An absolute menace. Look at that. I love them. It's a shame that I don't see them in a ton of Digimon games because I can't recall another game outside of the handheld games where I would have seen them. Okay, there's another fork, so I'm just gonna take the closest path because it seems faster. Plesiomon is better than Vikemon, fight me. Vikemon, scares the you-know-what out of me. in Digimon World 3, so I am gonna have to agree with you. Plesiomon looks nice. Like it would help me if I was drowning. Vikemon looks like he would just drag me down closer to the bottom of the ocean. Vikemon's only good in next order. Vikemon's an Omega Beast in World 3. Not that you can have them as a Digimon, but absolutely wrecks me. Modern Pokemon look like fan-made Mons you'd see in some ROM hacks? I've played some ROM hacks of both Pokemon and Digimon where it's like fake Mon, I think they're called, right? I don't know. I don't know if I'm into them. I really try to like them. This is gonna take forever. But I don't have enough MP for Crimson Flame, and I don't even know if I'm supposed to use it. Because I won't have enough stuff to heal my MP with the stuff that I bought. So I am just gonna use V-Headbutt, and I guess Gaugamon can hit them too, and do 1 damage. Drink water? Captain whatever, I can do that. Why not eat water? Kappa? If I ever find one of those little water bulb edible things, I will eat one on stream. I don't even know where to obtain them. This is good. Everyone's gonna live, I think. And I might level up now. I don't know how much experience I will level up. Everyone levels up. Nice. Oops, I forgot to split. Oops. Laundry is still moist? Monka is. Staying up another hour, I suppose? Dude, I don't even know if I can. I have gotten much further than I thought I was gonna get tonight. The game's almost over, but I don't know how much longer I could do this. Not your lungs. Noted. I will write that down in my notes once I can't handle this anymore. And I'm getting to that point now of not being able to handle it. Yo, sick! I didn't even know that Plesiomon was in Digimon World 2. An evil ring. There's a lot of awesome Digimon in Digimon World 2. A lot of the models in Digimon World 2 are used in Digimon World 3. I think that's pretty cool. I'm really happy that they redid the models for, like, everything since Digimon World 1, because look at the model for Cherrymon. Absolutely horrific in Digimon World 1. Digimon World 2 and 3, it's the same. Intimidating, but doesn't scare the crap out of you. Digimon World 1 Cherrymon is so Monka and speaks so Monka. Which one is training you? Can you please train my Agumon? I don't know where to go. The preview for that clip is my favorite Digimon ever. Ever? This music's pretty Monka. I have not heard this in a long time. Nice! Space Fox 416, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you being here. Feel free to hang out with us as long as you want. Boltmon? I think Thundermon's pretty cool. Why did I do that? There was no reason for me to mash A there. I think I'm now mixing up Digimon World 3 stuff with this. It's not good. Boltmon scares me. Looks like Frankenstein. The Nico Nico Ni notification is still one of the alerts, but I don't remember which one it is. Is this the wrong way? Oh, please keep in mind, I'm doing this blind. I am trying my best, but I could be going the wrong way. More than likely. I had to do that. It's okay, because you're correct. This feels not correct. There was a portal at spawn, and I don't know if I'm in the right area. This seems closer than the other path. Oh, the step counts in this game, man. But I mean, the areas are so short, so I get it. But this feels like Digimon World 2003. Oh, please don't do this to me. Do I grab that? No, I'm skipping it. Oy. Am I gonna fight this? Absolutely not. Okay. Nice. I don't know how I managed to get here. Luna, thank you so much for the follow. Every time I hear that, I always feel like cringily saying, Yatta! But I'm not gonna do that. That's the one time I'll do it. Always appreciated, never required the follows, but happy to have you here. Feel free to hang out with us as long as you want. Literally, what do I even do for this? Ooh, ooh. Thank you so much for the good luck, because I am blind. I don't know what's happening in this game right now. What just happened? What was that? What happened? Why did they have a turn and then not do anything? It's gonna look like I'm cheating. I have to fight the bird now, and I don't know how, but I am assuming I will just do this. You just outplayed him? I don't think so. I think I'm about to lose this super hard. How long's this game's run? This is like supposed to be... The emulator record is a little under 3.5 hours. But I'm still learning the second half. I am blindly playing the second half right now, trying to understand how to play the game. And then also... I'm just gonna do this. Oh, I should have... I think it might take another Crimson Fire to kill this thing. Oh god. Let me see. Is it gonna take one more? Ooh. Can this kill, please? I don't want Greymon to die. Yes! The emulator world record is just under 3.5 hours, but this is like my blind playthrough of the second half of the game. I did the first half of the game a few times, but I'm still making mistakes that I just need to break habits and practice more. But when I started learning Digimon World 3 last year, I was practicing the game in 2.5-hour segments. Because that game takes a minimum of 6.5 hours. So this I will be able to learn much faster for actual runs to come this month. Consistent on longer runs, especially RPGs. Absolutely. I think I'm pretty consistent with Digimon World 3. And I'm hoping that I'll be as consistent with this game eventually. It seems like I'm consistent with the beginning because I always end up in the same ballpark. Just like encounters will be different sometimes. I think I saw what he said. I have to go to the arena now, right? The arena is by the shop. Menuing is something to get used to. Yes. I had done some just for fun runs, blindfolded runs of Digimon World 3, just to see how far we could get. And the menuing is probably the scariest part that freaked me out. Because I put on the blindfold and I realized, oh my god, I don't even know, like, what slot this is on in the shop. But it went pretty well, up until I got stuck. Up until I could not move anymore. I'll probably try that again sooner than later, but I need to have time to practice it. Nice Digimon World 3 music. Always my favorite. Do I want to learn the rules? Oh my god. Do I want to learn the rules? No. Do you want to start battling? Sure. Will you participate with the current? Yes, sure, why not? It's my favorite in the series? Dang, that's awesome, because that's my main speed game. The biggest reason why I'm learning this game is because this game is literally half as long, and I'm a teacher, so I can't commit 11 hours of a stream to Digimon World 3 like I used to. It usually takes me... What? Hold on. I'm confusion. Why is Greymon first? Why is Falconmon not first? Okay, it doesn't matter. It usually takes me about 1 to 4 hours, sometimes longer, to even get a run started with Digimon World 3, just because of how the luck stuff is. For me, I just have really bad luck. And then on top of that is the 6.5 hours, or even more, depending on the RNG. So that's an 11-hour stream that I can't do. RNG heavy run, absolutely. 100%! It is so heavy. Maybe personality favors speed for Greymon? I have no idea. I think it's... I am at a reasonably high level now. Plus RNG, thank you, Raymond. I certainly need it. Flamedramon is probably my favorite. No, it's my second favorite Vmon evolution. My first is Raydramon, who I don't know if you see Raydramon in this game. I don't recall seeing Raydramon in this game. Raydramon, the Storm of Friendship. Arrow Vdramon, really good one too. That's probably my third favorite. I would say Raidramon, Flamedramon, and Arrow Vidramon. What do I do for this? Beam, 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 beam. Okay. Raidramon gets no love in the games, and I don't understand why. It only appeared in Digimon World 2. Great. The one Digimon game that I was not super interested in. That sucks. I think I need to replay Digimon World 2. I don't know if I would ever have the drive to speedrun that one though. World 1 has its charm, but the combat annoys me to hell. World 2 is meh, so I think they got it right with World 3. I love World 3. I love the plot, I love the mechanics, I love the aesthetic. The aesthetic's my favorite. World 4, I like World 4 too. Oh, I forgot that I named the split Digimon World 3. Nice. Digimon World 3 Part 2. Wait, what is this? I didn't know that when I leave I come back to Leomon. Noted. We should probably go buy some stuff, I guess. I prefer the combat in World 1. What did you think about the combat in Next Order? Do you like it more organized? Yatta! Disgusting, right? Yamikaze, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. Always, always. Feel free to hang out with us as long as you want. Okay. Noted. If you are just joining us, I am essentially doing the last part of this run, last half of this run blind. I'm trying my best. I don't know if it will be enough, but I will try my best. What is happening? I think Kalamon's gonna call me, right? That's why I went to the farm first, because I thought maybe I had to go there first, but I was wrong. Now I have to go to the farm. Just hanging out a bit during breakfast. Love this game. And played till my DS was destroyed. I'm confused. Why was your DS destroyed? Your commands on World 1 are just suggestions until your Digimon is smart enough. To be totally honest, I never trained Wisdom. For my Mons, I always trained Strength, and Defense, and HP and MP, and that was kind of all I cared about when I was younger. Now, of course, I see that you need specific stats for specific Mon, but thankfully the Mons that I wanted, it was very much just me picking the same Digi-Egg over and over and getting Agumon. It's the same in Digimon World Next Order, except now I mainly use Agumon and Gilmon. You keep making me yawn. I'm tired. I don't even know if I want to finish this, but I'm so close to the end. I don't know if I can finish this because I don't know if I'm ready for the final boss. I feel like I'm not. What console is it? The Japanese have it on the PS Vita, and here it's on the PS4. Did the Japanese get it on the PS4 too? Or is it just on PS Vita? It has to be on the PS4 for them also, right? What do I do now? No. I'm done with this. I go... Now I have to go to the end. This is the end. Oh, snap. Should I go directly? No. I think I need to buy more stuff. I used a lot of my MP stuff because I took more encounters to be safe with my level ups. But I think I need to go back and buy some more stuff. I don't feel good about what I have right now. Oop. MP stuff. MP chips. MP plugs. Okay, now I have no money. That's fine. I just want to get MP stuff. And then I will go. Now I will go to the portal and try to finish the game, but I don't know if I can. I don't have strats for it. Luckily, if I remember correctly, I think that this place is just... There aren't any forks. I just go. Damn, I haven't been here in years. I have not been here in years. I'm a level 24. Cool. I need to digivolve into Metal Greymon when I hit 25, and I have the friendship for it, so that's good. Reminded me a lot of World DS, the Cyber Sleuth games. I think that Digimon World Dawn reminds me of Cyber Sleuth more, just because in Dawn and Dusk you are literally a part of some sort of agency. I don't remember exactly, but you get assigned missions and quests. But the Digifarm stuff in this game still assigns you quests and all of that junk. And also, I mean, yes, I totally see what you mean. Nice. Black War Greymon. A beast of an evolution. Oop. Eep. Please excuse my movement. It will get better eventually when I do this multiple times. I'm so tired. I don't know if I can finish this, but I'm so close to the end. So disgustingly close. That was so stupid. What I just did, that movement was so stupid. Noted. Oh my god. I was not prepared for this! But it's fine, my Digimon are at full health. I just don't even know what Sarah has. I dated a girl named Sarah. I feel like every person has dated a girl named Sarah. Bro, I don't even know what to do here. Bum 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 bum. Oh my god, am I gonna level up when I'm supposed to level up or what? Because... god, it's too close. I don't know how much experience the other Digimon give you. I haven't, and then I remembered I dated a girl named Sarah online for about 6 months. I met Sarah online. Pretty much every girl I've ever dated, I met them online first because it's too hard for me to find a girl that is like interested in girls without feeling insecure about just talking to a girl like I like her in a video game store. That's super cool. I love that. That was my dream, basically. Okay, I'm confusion. I don't think it matters which way I do this, actually, because they're all... What? God! Sucks, dude. It's a good thing I bought extra stuff, I guess. Ew. Nice, sure. Oh, shoot, dude! Ugh. Oh! Oh, this is so bad. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh god, I'm not supposed to use this on them. Not right now. I hope it's okay. I hope it's okay. Oh my god, I cannot lose Greymon. Ah! Oh my god! Okay, noted. Oh shoot! Noted. Pause. I can go back and do it again. Can I? I'm gonna... Maybe this is a sign. Hold on. I need to write this down. What did I do? I don't think there's anything I necessarily could have done differently. I think I just underestimated what that was supposed to be. Because again, this is blind. I'm gonna try again. I'm just gonna keep the timer going. Because it's just practice. Does that mean I lose my experience though? Level 24? I was a level 24 before though, so... I don't know if I lost my experience, or if that girl that I defeated... I don't know if Sarah will want to battle me again. Let's try again, just because I'm so close to the end now. There's 3 more splits. There's Armageddonmon, and then there's the 2 phases of the final boss. I'm gonna try to do it. I hope Sarah doesn't want to fight me again. Please. This is the game with Millenniumon and Zed Millenniumon, right? I think that's Digimon World Dawn. That they could be in here, but I remember them specifically in Dawn for sure. There are pod-like bosses that we are about to fight if I make it that far. Holy Niwa! Thank you so much for the host. How was your stream? Or is this just a host? I'm confusion. I never know anymore. Like, some people say that they rated me, and then it doesn't show it correctly. I'm just confusion by all of it. You are so pog, though. Oh my god, I cannot believe. Get away! The birds! The birds! Bruh. I'm confusion. Am I gonna have to fight Sarah again? She's coming up, I think. This is Sarah right here. Okay, I don't have to fight her again. Ninja Chaos! Thank you so much for the 5 bits.
I too am confusion.
I too am confusion. I say that a lot. I'm confusion. 5 bits. Absolutely too generous. I don't deserve anything. It's a night stream, so people fell asleep. I totally get it. I am asleep right now. I have no function. There's no function happening in my brain. The only thing that's happening are the words that are coming out of my mouth, but I'm not thinking about them. They're just happening. Okay, I have to fight you again. I will change my approach this time to something different to get past you. Let me think about what I did wrong last time. Everything. Let me change everything I did. Is it starting with... I need to get rid of Venomiotismon. Oh, wow! Well, I did, but that's not what I meant. I need to get rid of all of you. Oh, jeez, dude. No! Yatta! Darth Animal, thank you so much for the follow. You are so pog. 1 damage, excuse me, sir! I appreciate you being here. Feel free to hang out with us as long as you want. Yes! Pog! Level 25. Friends. Ladies and gentlemen and theys and thems. Welcome to me blindly running the end of this game, being excited about digivolving Greymon to Metal Greymon. One of my favorite Digivolutions, really. Cool. With the hypest Digivolution music ever. Holy Niwa is so pog. If you're not following them, you need to. Unable to learn a trait. Delete a trait? Sure. I don't know. This one? No Skull Greymon? Reset. Monka S. You right. Humst. Humst. Wait. Think! Where is it? It's right here. Cool. Nope. Can I equip something to Falcomon? Would that help at all? I think I will try to. Because now at this point you are Omega Weak Sauce. Oh my god, you can't have any of these things. Got it. What is that? I don't know what that is, but you can have it. What is this? You can have it. Take it. Nice. Insulting that you would call me right now, Calamon. Do I heal? Is there somebody else I fight? I think I haven't fought Yuji yet. I feel like I might fight Yuji. since they are a character in this game that played a significant role. Yes, okay. And then the last one's the final boss, and I need to make sure I heal because I think once I cross that purple plate thing, I don't think I have control any- No, I don't know what happens. Never mind. We'll just see together. How much MP does V headbutt take? Cool. Am I gonna level up? Wow, that did nothing. That's fine. The last to touch it? I'll pick up the DS games even if it's on emulator. I'm gonna do it on the actual hardware once I feel comfortable enough with it, but right now I literally have no idea what's even happening. No idea. Armageddon. In Digimon World 3, it's funny because Armageddon is also like the exactly placed here. Sorry, I'm trying to think about what I should do. Exactly placed here, but you can run away. Gunslinger is such a meme. Actually, that's when I start really feeling the pressure. Is at Gunslinger. Okay. I have no idea how the final boss is going to go at all. Pretty nervous about it, actually. Because I'm probably gonna die again, and if I die again, I don't think I want to do it again tonight. I'll have to come back to it at some point. And I don't think I take control anymore. I think I just go straight there. Great! Fantastic! I don't like the theme for the end. Actually, I don't remember what the theme is for the final boss, the final phase of the final boss, but the theme for this fight, I don't like. It creeped me out as a kid. I just realized I forgot to split for Armageddon. It's okay. My Chimeramon split has been consistently around like one... What just happened? Oh my god! I'm so confused! I have no idea! It just crashed. I did soft lock. Okay, there's nothing I can do now. Hold on, I have to find the unsoft lock button. It's this, right? Nice. This is actually a common issue. I don't know why I'm surprised by it. Okay. Well, I can't do anything about it. I don't have a save. I didn't save any, things. And I don't even have a... What is this? Never mind, don't look at that. Also, this is not the correct screen either. Just hack the game. 4 head. 5 head, 7 head, Vitas head. Yeah, I can't do anything now. I'm sad. But it's okay. I just have to find the unsoft lock button. Soft lock. Frame skip. Skip 9 frames. Actually, I don't want to do that. Dang, dude. It's almost 5 anyway, but I was really looking forward to actually seeing how the final fight would go with Metal Greymon. It's okay. Well, now that I have failed, or rather the game has failed me, I need to find somebody to raid. Nice. Okay, friends, I think what I'm gonna do is after this very sad time, I am just gonna send you guys to a Digimon place, but I don't know where yet. But I do speedrun Digimon World 3 as my main game, so if you're interested in that game, I run that like on the weekends because I can't do it during the week. I'm gonna stop that because it's making me upset. How could the game do this to me? Shame about the soft lock. It's okay. It literally is so common. It's not just the game saying it hates me, even though I know it does, but it is a common issue. I think it happened to me during my freaking casual playthrough of this. Is anyone playing a game that I like? Digimon World Next Order? Is anyone playing Digimon World 3? No. That sucks, dude. It's usually me anyway. At this time. Digimon Masters Online? No, that game kind of sucks. C-Dude Gamer. We rated them before. I want to try rating someone we haven't rated before, though. Digimon World Next Order. This Pikachu looks weird. Nice. Thank you for stream. Absolutely, guys. Thank you guys for just being here. You don't have to sub or like throw bits at me or do any of the other things to get my attention. I see you guys and I appreciate that you're all here. You guys are extra super omega pog. Let me see. What can we... Loved the run. Loved the run until the soft lock. Yeah, it happened. It happened to me when I was playing casually and I forgot about it until it happened. I was really confused. I thought that I'm using my Xbox controller. I thought my controller got unplugged. And then I realized the top screen, it doesn't matter. It's okay. I'll try it again soon. You guys are sick. Have an absolutely beautiful night. I'm still trying to figure out somebody to raid. I will figure it out. Let's see. Let's check out people together. Oof. Oofster. Get rid of the soft lock nonsense. Nice. Okay, anyway. Soundboard. I need to get... Ew, was that me? Gross. I need to get Yatta, and I have it somewhere, but I need to like edit it to make it sound less crispy. Who are you?
Forward.
What? Huh? Oh, nice! This is like the beginning. No, it's not. I can't tell. This is by the boats and stuff, right?
I thought for sure they'd want to have their 3 matches in a row again, but...
Let's rate this person, maybe. Probably this person. With the people that are awake. Do they have alerts for when people follow them? Or raid them or anything?
These guys didn't give me stats anymore.
I don't know if they do, or maybe they're off? I'm confusion. I want them to be able to see the alert. Digimon World next door. Oh, that's the person I'm literally looking at right now. They'll see the raid message. Let me see. Hi. Beam ba dum bum beam.
Definitely better than Blue Meramon.
I love this game. Can they see the chat?
Yo, what up, school appropriate?
Okay, they can. Cool.
I forgot to check if that fight even give me any stats. It's fine.
They've been streaming for like 4 hours. Cool. Okay. Let's raid this person. I don't know if they see raids or anything. Like the... Oh wait, I guess they don't have to because they do see it in the chat. I wonder how they're seeing it. Okay, I will raid this person. Let's go there. What just happened? Am I frozen? No. Okay.
Give me some stats.
What is their name? Fins? I can't pronounce this. Finsnickmin. Okay. Raid. Alright, friends. If you want to know when I'm live next, feel free to follow me on Twitter. I like to follow Twitch creators back because I like to pop in on people's streams and try to support them.
There's something. Not another 6, are you kidding?
You can also join the Discord if you would like to. That's open to everybody except to my students, and I don't think any of my students are on right now, so I'm not worried about it, but feel free to check it out. You don't have to. You don't have to follow me on like anything, but I'm just letting you know that those are options. But you guys are hella pog. I'm gonna be back with Digimon World 3 and Digimon World DS stuff, and hopefully I won't softlock next time. But let's go support this person doing Digimon World Next Order and have a good time. I guess I'll see you guys there. And then I'll bring you guys over there, whomever we can bring. As many as I can get before the actual raid happens. Let's see. Okay. Let's do it now. Oh, God. Nice.
Oh, it's easy.
School 25 lol raid. That's funny.
Only problem is that it's super boring to fish.
Oh man.
Wait, holy shit.
Oops.
Wait, this is my first raid ever. Oh my god, thank you. Welcome. Is this the part where I introduce introduce myself? My name is Finny. I stream
Finny.
Apex and Digimon through my PlayStation right now because I can't afford a decent PC to stream with. Welcome, holy fuck, dude. I'm not gonna lie, seeing such a huge number, I'm gonna cry, bro. Thank you. Great timing, because
Nice.
there's no better content than watching me fish, at least. Yeah, I can see the chat, it's just... I have the chat on my PC while I'm looking at my TV. Yeah, you can stream off of consoles, they have their own little streaming thingy.
Oh god, my back, dude. My back after I stream is so...
I probably
Oh
missed a lot
god.
of chat, didn't I? Oh no. Okay, no.
Alright, dudes. I am out. Thank you so much for sticking around for the raid and checking this person out. Go help him out with follows and whatnot.